Hi friends, my name is AJ and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it'd be a lot of fun to talk about pins because I have no shortage of them. If you are unaware what Disney pins are and why I have so many of them, let me give you a simple breakdown. So there are a lot of people out there who have Disney pin collections. Basically, they are pins that you can get from Disney parks, Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Paris, Shanghai, Tokyo, all those great places. Disney often releases monthly or sometimes bi-monthly pins, and then when you have the whole collection, then you have the whole collection, and it's super fun and cool. I don't know, I'm sure there's reasons why certain people do it, but for me, I just really like collecting them, and I think it's a lot of fun. I have had some of the best experiences at Disneyland because of pin trading, and I've met a lot of really cool people because of it. I even got a couple of my friends starting some collections because, well, I don't really know why. It's just a lot of fun, and it's probably really hard to explain to somebody who doesn't collect pins. It probably looks really weird and a little obsessive, and sometimes it is, but it's just a lot of fun, and I guess it comes close to like coin collections. Like, people collect those, and that made me sound really cool, didn't it? I don't know. If you don't get it, then you just don't get it. And if you get it, then you get it. I think this video is probably for the people who do get it. And the people who don't get it, you can still watch. It's kind of like that Obsession show on MTV. It's people watch that show for a reason. I think this is kind of like that. So what we're gonna do today is go over my top 10 pins. Keep in mind that doesn't necessarily mean my favorite pins. I kind of go back and forth between my favorite pins. I mean, they're kind of like my children. How can I choose just one? But I think it's gonna be more pins that I think are super cool, pins that I think have a really good story behind them, or pins that I just want to show off right now because I like my pins and I just want to show people. And I want other people to tell me that they're as cool as I think they are. Okay? Okay. There's not really any rhyme or reason to this list. I just think that they're the pins that I want to talk about. So without further ado, here is my top 10 Disney pin list in no particular order. Okay, so number 10, the pin we're going to start with is this Poe Dameron BB-8 2017 Star Wars pin. If you know anything about me, you know I love my boy, my main man, Poe Dameron. He is literally right there. I really like him a lot. And so I found this pin in a Disney store back home, and he was like super discounted. I think he was like $3 or something, I'm not sure. Way too low for my main man's pose, but whatever, a deal is a deal. So I decided to get him, which sparked my Poe Dameron collection. I have a couple of Poe Dameron pins. I don't have all of them yet. I would like to get all of them at some point, but for now I think it's a pretty sizable collection considering how many pins they actually have of him right now. Maybe one day I'll snag all of them. Ugh, my crush is showing. Moving right along with number 9 is going to be this 2020 Onward pin. It is from Disneyland Paris, and it is of Ian and Barley. I got this pin from a really nice couple who sells pins on Instagram. I will put their handle right here for you guys. They are a lovely couple, and they're so nice, and they are some of the people that I met through pin trading, and we have become really great friends now because of pins, so I think that's really cool. I do have an Onward collection. It is pretty small at the moment, but hopefully it'll grow in the future. Onward is my favorite Pixar pin.
Oh.
Onward is my favorite Pixar movie. I know that's probably controversial, but I sobbed like a baby when it came out. It just reminds me a lot of my family and the things that my family have gone through, and I don't know, it just makes me feel so warm and fuzzy inside at the end, and I won't spoil anything, but it's a beautiful movie and everyone should watch it, and I love it so much. It will make you cry, as most Pixar movies do. Pixar likes making us cry, what can I say? Look, I have a little Ian right there. I love Onward. Next one. Number 8 is going to be this limited edition Tiger Lily pin. It is from Disneyland Paris, and it is part of the Eleanor Bridge collection. Now, if I'm telling the story correctly, I'm pretty sure Eleanor Bridge used to make fantasy pins. And in my opinion, fantasy pins are some of the most beautiful Disney pins. But apparently her pins were so great that they hired her to do a whole collection of them. And this one is part of that collection. It is a limited edition of 400, and I really like this pin because I really like the character Tiger Lily from Peter Pan. Peter Pan is my favorite Disney movie, which is why I have a whole collection of Peter Pan pins. But Tiger Lily was my absolute favorite character growing up. One of the things I really liked about her, and though I'm not Native American, was the fact that she looked like me. I had never seen that in a Disney movie. I never saw somebody who kind of looked like me. And so as a kid, I identified with her, and it just made me like her all the more. She should be considered a Disney princess because technically she is the Princess of Neverland. So Tiger Lily is my favorite Disney princess. At me about it. Number 7 is going to be this 2020 limited edition Vanellope pin. It is part of the trading cards collection and has a limited edition of 4,000. I like this pin for a couple of reasons. One, I have a small Vanellope pin collection going right now. It's currently growing, but I'm sure it'll get bigger eventually, and I really like the character Vanellope. I think she's super funny and cute and sarcastic, and I really like that about her, and I really like the movie Wreck-It Ralph. I also love that she's voiced by Sarah Silverman. She is so funny, and she's just great. I like her a lot. The main reason I like this pin though is because for a while I had it and one of my friends didn't, and that just made him so jealous, whether or not he cared to admit that. He was collecting the entire trading card collection of 2020, and this was one of the pins that he just couldn't get his hands on because he just wasn't fast enough. And I had it and he didn't. I think he has it now, so I can't really make him jealous with it anymore, but it was a fun run there for a while. Number 6 is going to be this 2014 Captain Hook pin. It is part of the Haunted Mansion Stretch Portrait collection, and can I tell you, I don't regret not getting a collection more. Like, it was the coolest collection. It had all of the villains on the Haunted Mansion Stretch Portraits. I think it had Cruella de Vil and the Evil Queen, and it was so cool. But when I got it, I wasn't really pin collecting at the time. I was just getting all the Peter Pan pins that I thought were cool. And I think I got this pin during my grad night. I can't confirm on that. I just wasn't as big as a pin trader as I am now then, and it was super expensive, so I didn't get it, but I do regret it. Moving right along, number 5. 5 golden rings. Number 5 is going to be this 2019 Galaxy's Edge pin. It is a cast member exclusive pin, and it is in celebration of the grand opening of Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland. I really like this pin. I didn't know that there was such thing as cast member exclusive pins. I didn't realize that they would just hand them out to people too. I didn't pay for this pin. They were just giving them away with this cute little bag of goodies for Galaxy's Edge, and I stood in line and I looked inside and there was a pin, and I was just like, whoa, cool. Number 4. Number 4 is going to be this limited edition 2017 Skull Rock pin. It is from the Disney's Magical Timepiece collection, and it has a limited edition of 2,000. Right? Right. I really like this pin. If you look, it opens up inside and there's a little clock, and the clock works. Wow, it's so cool. This is probably the first really cool pin that I got, and I didn't even buy it for myself. At the time, I had barely started my Peter Pan pin collection, and I was also a little on the broke side because I had just started college and all that fun stuff that college comes with, textbooks and gas money, and yeah. So me and my friend were just at Disneyland one day, and they had the pin, and I remember saying like, I'll just get it next time when I get my paycheck and it'll be no big deal. And my friend just bought it for me right then and there. And I remember going back after that and there being none left. So I was super grateful that she did that for me and that I got it when I did. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have it today. And it is one of my favorite pins, and I just think that it's so cool looking and has such a special story, so I just really like it a lot. We have reached the final 3. I'm not going to make the same final countdown joke that I did before. I won't do it. I promise. It's the final countdown. Okay, I'm done. We're at the final 3. Enjoy my final 3. Number 3 is going to be another cast member exclusive pin. It's going to be this 2020 Avengers Campus Pin. I am so excited for the new Avengers Campus. I'm so excited for the new Spider-Man ride, and I just can't wait to see what it's going to look like. I really want Disneyland to open up again so we can see it, but until then, we just have a couple of glimpses of it. But I actually applied to work over there. A bunch of people did. I think my friend, who's also a cast member, did too. But I think our applications kind of gotten thrown away considering that COVID happened and it's not going to open in the summer anymore. Or it didn't open in the summer like it was supposed to. So I don't know if we'll get to apply again. I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool to work there, but I would also be okay with just seeing it. I think it'd be fun. I would really love to be in that environment, but I also am really happy in the place that I am now. I love Clarabelle's and I love the carts, as you guys probably know. So we'll see what happens. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. Number 2 is going to be this 2008 Wizard of Oz pin. It is from the Movie Moments collection. I don't really know much about this pin. I don't know if it's a limited edition. I know that it's part of a 4-piece collection and that the collection came out in Walt Disney World. But I found this on a pin board at Walt Disney World during my trip, and I just saw it on a pin board and I thought it was really cool, so I pin traded for it, and I later looked it up and realized it's kind of a rare pin, and I thought that was really cool, so I decided to keep it. I think it's kind of funny when someone puts down a pin and they don't know what they have, and I'm the lucky one to reap the benefits of that. It might sound a little mean, but this pin's a little heavy on one side. If you look, oh, it like kind of tilts and it's like, oh. I have a pin right here that will like prop it up right there, so it kind of like stays straight, but for now it just like, ooh. Alright guys, we have finally reached it. Number 1. Forget everything I said about not picking favorites and that they're all my children and you shouldn't pick favorites. Forget about that. This pin is my favorite. It deserves the number 1 spot. I don't care what anybody says. It deserves to be number 1. It is my absolute favorite, and it's probably going to be a little cliche, and I don't care. You guys can get over it. My favorite pin is my cast member ears. I just love them. Look, it says I've earned my ears, and I just really like being a cast member, guys. I enjoyed everything about being a cast member. And if you want to hear more about it, there's a video I have uploaded about my journey to becoming a cast member. I just loved earning my ears, and hopefully I get to keep them. No, I mean, I'll keep the pin no matter what, but I just really like being a cast member, and I think this pin is so sweet and so cute, and I just can't get over that I actually got to be a cast member, even if it was just for a little less than a year. I don't have anything more to say about it. I like being a cast member. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you had fun looking at my pins and seeing the ones that I think are top 10 worthy. I don't know. There was really no rhyme or reason to this list. I just picked ones that I thought had really nice stories to them, so yeah. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe for more magical content. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Bye! This is the pin that I used to prop up this other guy. Uh-oh. It's not staying. Oh no.